Welcome to Moose Plays, everyone. I'm the Liquor Moose, and today we'll be going over our the Week 7 match versus the Crystal Beach Whimsy, which is Chris. This is a rematch with him. I faced him in Week 2. Uh, this week, though, it's Chris's week to um, to battle two people. Um, Everybody has 1 week where they do that. Mine will be week 9, I believe is the right. Yeah, week 9 is mine. Um, so, anyways, his other opponent's Matt. A little unfortunate for Chris that he has to battle like of the two people to battle. Like the both of us together were definitely probably the worst combination because we practiced together anyways. Uh, but yeah, so once again, um, Chris has a rain team assembled. Um, a little bit awkward in his RU spot only because he's got three evolutions. I need to watch out for baton pass because that's a thing between them. But generally Chris doesn't abuse it. Like usually he only runs it on Umbreon as like a slow switch, which I can live with that. Um, so for this one, I he doesn't normally run entry hazards from the matches I've seen. To be honest, I think the only Pokemon of his that can even access hazards are Garchomps, Rocks. Maybe Amoonguss gets Toxic Spikes, but then Frogadier also gets both Spikes and Toxic Spikes. Um, I still really don't like to deal with that, especially Toxic Spikes, since I don't have a Poison type to absorb them. So we're gonna go with a physically defensive Fortress that can Rapid Spin to try to get us out of that jam. We'll be running Spikes of our own. Volt Switch again. It's just slow momentum. Rapid Spin to clear hazards. I elected with Toxic this time, specifically because of Umbreon. He can be a hard wall to break. So if need be, I can just Toxic him and try to get the and try to get Toxic Stall off. And Fortress also cannot be Toxic, so that's another plus for it when going up against Umbreon. The Toxic can also help with Pelipper to an extent, and if he brings a physically defensive Garchomp, also. I need to watch out for Scizor and Amoonguss Toxic blocking. Those are like the two big ones that will do it. Next up, Lava Frog is making an appearance. So yes, Chris does have a rain team, um, and Heatran doesn't normally do well against rain. However, in the case where he doesn't run rain, Chandelure completely wrecks Fortress. So I'm bringing Heatran as a safe switch in for that. Um, so because Chandelure is usually either Scarfed or Specs, I will be running a specially defensive Heatran. Just with normal stuff, Stealth Rock to like help layer up with spikes, Lava Plume. When running a specially defensive set, it's safer to run Lava Plume over Fire Blast just because it's more consistent. It has a better accuracy and has a better chance to burn. Earth Power is the best coverage against Chris's team, and I'm running Roar, just as a way to just as a phasing option. I think it'll be good in the matchup. In case he decides to like go out Garchomp, but I roar him out. I don't know. I'm just trying it out to be honest. I'm seeing where it goes. I thought that maybe to bring either Will-O-Wisp or maybe bring Toxic here, but I think having one Toxic user is enough. I definitely didn't want to definitely did not want to run Will-O-Wisp because I didn't want to Toxic something, and then when I try to Will-O-Wisp something later, Chris can just throw out the Pokemon that's poisoned to block the Will-O-Wisp. Um, Next up, so I'm bringing Assault Vest Electivire again. Um, so last time I faced him, I ended up bringing Donphan last time. But since I'm bringing Fortress, I elected not to bring two Rapid Spinners, especially two that are relatively weak to special attacks. So I brought Donphan last time to deal with the Jolteon, Hopefully, Assault Vest Electivire can do the same thing. He's immune to his electric type attacks thanks to Motor Drive. Will hopefully take some minimal damage with the Assault Vest. It tanked Specs Raikou when I faced Sean relatively well. Mind you, it was Aura Sphere, but still, that has a higher base power than Shadow Ball does. Um, so hopefully this will be good. Yeah, this should do an okay job of tanking the hits now that I think about it. So we've got Wild Charge, just the best stab move it gets by far. Earthquake, really good coverage against this team. Ice Punch specifically for Garchomp because I have to fear Garchomp. It's way too good. And then Quick Attack for priority, revenge kills. It did see like it was useful when I when I played against Sean. It was able to get the kill on Raikou with a Quick Attack. Now, Headdress Harry's back again with a Choice Scarf. This time it's for much good. It's for a lot better measure than the last time I brought it. With the Choice Scarf, Weavile will now outspeed Jolteon as well. Chris has very good reason to run Scarf Garchomp, and Scarf Espeon is pretty common also. So Weavile will be guaranteed to outspeed both of those in case they should show up. So again, because I'm running such a high speed Pokemon, Icicle Crash, I'm just going to use Icicle Crash instead of instead of Ice Shard, especially since Jolteon, Espeon, and Garchomp all lack priority, and that's the main reason to give Weavile a Choice Scarf. Pursuit Trapping, again, just real good. It's going to be real good if I can get a free switch in against Chandelure, I think. Knock Off, because Knock Off. And Low Kick is the best coverage that... excuse me. Oh boy, excuse me again. Low Kick is the best coverage that Weavile can get. It honestly didn't have that great of a fourth move to hit Chris's team with. I just went with Low Kick because currently with this set, Scizor does a good job checking it. So if I predict a switch in, Low Kick can just hit it. It's not the greatest option, but unfortunately it's the best. Even though that sentence makes literally 0 sense. So now we're also bringing back Assault Vest Volcanion. So last time, his Tornadus was able to deal a lot of damage to my Tapu Koko. However, Volcanion was able to wall this. It should also do a pretty decent job of hopefully checking his Espeon as well. Hopefully be able to tank a hit from there. And then once again, just try to give it the best coverage for the matchup. Steam Eruption gets boosted by his Rain if he brings it. Fire Blast does get reduced, but it's just I'm trying to get the most power out of Volcanion. Hidden Power Electric specifically to hit Pelipper. And I guess to hit Lantern, because he hasn't brought Lantern at all, but I feel like he should bring it against me because it gets both Water Absorb and Volt Absorb, so I'm going to have to predict which one it has. Focus Blast is the best coverage that Volcanion can get in this matchup. Poison is just not good against Chris's team. And while you can make the case that Chandelure resists it, is immune to it, and Espeon resists it, and stuff like that. It does hit Umbreon super effectively, and I will need a better attack than just Steam Eruption, I think, to try to break through Umbreon if it comes down to a one-on-one. And finally, we're bringing back It's Your Boy. Again, just the normal stuff. It's the same set that I've brought every time, just because, even though all the time, like, there's been a few times where, like, I haven't even been able to use it, but I end up winning the match anyways. I just know that this is the set that works the best, especially against a team that has a lot of Water-type Pokemon, and quite a few Pokemon that are weak to fighting, and then the rock-type attacks just give me the best coverage, plus it gives me access to a really powerful Z move after Swords Dance. It's in an okay speed tier at 108. There are a few key Pokemon that it cannot outspeed, unfortunately. However, there's a lot of also key Pokemon that it does outspeed. For example, Garchomp, non-Choice Scarf Chandelure, and Frogadier, and Umbreon. So yeah, just the normal stuff on Verizion. I'm hoping I'm actually going to get to use it well this time. Like all the times I've brought it, I just haven't. I just basically haven't been able to use it. So yeah, but that's my team. I'll be honest. This is the second team that I've made for Chris for this match, as evidenced by the V2 up here. The first team that I attempted to make was garbage. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I tried a Sun team. I practiced with Matt. It was just a hot pile of mess. Hot pile of mess. Does that make sense? Regardless, it just wasn't good. So I needed to make another team, and I haven't been able to practice with it yet. So it should be interesting. Yeah. So that's my team. If anything changes between the filming of this video and the battle, I will let you know at the start of the battle. And other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.